These are fresh broccoli. You can buy the whole broccoli like I did because I usually just, instead of cutting the stems, I just grate the stems like this. And then I just kind of just break the florets up. You know, some of them will still need to be cut just a little bit. Even like the stems here, some people just throw them away. But I usually just take the rough parts of it off. And I will take my grater and instead of trying to chop this up, I will just break it off and just grate it. And then you can use the whole broccoli instead of just using the florets and throwing all of that away. I mean, it tastes fine in a salad to me. It doesn't take away from it at all. So I'm going to go ahead and finish breaking these off and grating, and I'll get back to you. Okay, so we have our broccoli, the florets and the bottoms we got shredded. And again, this is what they look like. So we're going to put this in a bowl, and you can see that 3 little bunches makes a lot. That'll be used all this week for me and my husband. So for a family, this is a good bit. So then we're going to add the onions. And I know I'm not giving measurements or anything because it's really what you like. Some people like a lot of onions. Some people don't want a lot of onions, you know. And so just start with little portions of onions and stuff. And then, you know, as you add the mayonnaise and other things, just taste it and say, is this, you know, working for me, or is it, do I need more onions? So we're going to put the mayo in there, and that's some homemade mayo that I made. So I always make homemade mayo because I don't like the stuff that's they add to the mayo in the store. Now, it can be a little pricey making your own mayo, and I know a lot of sites will tell you that the mayonnaise only lasts like a week or so, but I've had mayo for a month in there, and it hadn't killed us yet. So, I mean, it has mustard in it. It has things to preserve it, like mustard, lemon juice is in there as well. And so I don't worry about all of that. And plus, it's kind of pricey, so I don't want to just throw it away in a week. This is red wine vinegar. Another thing with red wine vinegar is sometimes you could put too much. So what I would do, I'm putting a tablespoon in here because I've made this quite a bit for us. But what I would do is start with, if you're doing 3 florets, you're going to need a tablespoon of this. But if you're doing less, start with a teaspoon and just see, you know, how it tastes to you, you know. And if you need a little bit more wine vinegar, then add a little bit more vinegar. So this is xylitol. I try to cut down on the sugar in the carbs, and so I use xylitol instead of cane sugar. And again, I just put this in here to my sweetness, okay? So I got the xylitol in there, and you can add I usually put raisins, but I have currants that are really good for you. So I add the currants in there as well. You know, I usually dehydrate seeded raisins when they are in season, and then I use those, but I haven't seen any in the store lately. So I've had to use currants. So you can have it dry, kind of like this. Or if you want a little bit more mayonnaise, you can add a little bit more mayonnaise to it. But that's kind of what it looks like. The little raisins. If you want more raisins, add more raisins to it. That tastes really good. I'm an onion lover. I would add more onions to it. And I would probably add a little bit more xylitol to it. But it really, tastes fine to me. I love it. And when it sits in the refrigerator, I guess all the seasonings and stuff come together, so it tastes even better. So I eat it for breakfast. I eat it for dinner. I eat it for lunch. And this can be keto friendly because you take the raisins out. If you want to be strict keto, just take the raisins out, and then that would make it keto. You can add bacon to this, whether you're keto or whatever, because the bacon gives it a great taste. That's where I first had it. This lady had bacon in hers. And my husband likes bacon in it too. So for ketos, you can add bacon to it. Just like I said, you can leave the raisins out. You can add a little bit more xylitol and monk fruit or monk fruit. And then if you're vegan, just change the mayonnaise. My son was vegan, so I know some of the vegan products and stuff. So just use vegan mayonnaise. You can use bacon bits because he let me know that bacon bits in the store were vegan. So you can use that to give it its savoriness. Let me make sure that I got everything that I want to say. Oh, and two, you can add nuts to this, but I always add my nuts prior to eating it because the nuts will get kind of soggy. You can have roasted pecans on it. You can have walnuts on it. You can have sunflower seeds to just get more protein and add some nuts and seeds into your diet as well. And it tastes really good. I make this quite a bit. I make a lot of it, just like I said, to put in the refrigerator, and we just eat on it. It lasts a good time, a good while. So I hope you will try it and just add more raw veggies to your diet, And again, you don't have to just eat this for dinner. Eat some for breakfast, add some raw veggies and stuff to your breakfast and stuff, it'll give you added fiber, vitamins and minerals, just try it, it can't hurt. But thanks so much for listening to this. I hope you make it, and if you do, let me know what you think. Chat with you later.